Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Clifton, New Jersey, just behind Clifton High School. As today, Clifton Live Stream Sports brings to you live a Varsity Boys Lacrosse matchup between the visiting Wildcats of High Point and your Clifton Mustangs. High Point, led by head coach Mark Russell, assistant coach Jeremy Deeroff. Your Mustangs, led, of course, by head coach Michael Velez, assistant coaches Matthew Mead and Nick Begica. The Wildcats enter the contest with a record of 3-8. Clifton 6-7. So should be a good matchup here today. Just behind Clifton High School on Fernando Rossi Field. Overcast day. Some light sprinkles coming down, in and out. Sun's looking to peek out too. But overall, very nice spring day. Temperature below average, but still about 66 degrees. Wind blowing northwest at about 7 miles an hour. So perfect setup here for a lacrosse game. Should be a good one. As Clifton entering the contest with a 6-7 record, as I mentioned. So having a good year. Coming off a loss at West Milford. That was the second round of counties. Clifton did win a county game versus Eastern Christian by a score of 11-10, and now we are underway as High Point with first possession. Number 11, Dylan Jenkins now with the ball. He'll square around. Leading scores for High Point, you have, as mentioned, Dylan Jenkins with 33 goals, 9 assists. So certainly someone we got to keep an eye on here today. Along with Gabriel Parado, Wald, he's a sophomore. He has 82 points, rather 27 points, 15 goals, 12 assists. So two players to be on the lookout for here in High Point. So Clifton led by defenseman number 25, Matthew Sikorsky, and a shot just wide. Number 2, senior Luis Zaniga. Number 12 is on defense, Ryan Hamilton, sophomore. And number 3 on defense, Anthony Moeller. He is another sophomore. So sophomore-heavy defense here for Clifton, looking to keep High Point on the outside. Ball's loose in the middle. Who's going to come up with it? And it looked like it would be Hamilton, but it was taken away from him as ball's still loose. Clifton looking for their first possession of the game as High Point now looking to connect, but the ball does go out of bounds. So that would be Clifton ball. So Clifton a chance here with number 15, Marek Dablowski. He's senior, certainly one of the team leaders for Clifton. Early stages, first quarter, no score. A few substitutes coming in here for Clifton as number 12 has checked out. Looks like number 16 has checked in. Andrew Nayu has checked in. So Nayu's in the game now. And looks like first call of the game is going to be a penalty, and it'll be on High Point. So High Point with the first penalty. Clifton will take over as number 5, Ryan Murdoch. So you look at the defense for Clifton, besides senior goaltender Zuniga, all sophomores on the fence. And they're playing well this year, folks. I mean, there's no question about it. With a 6-7 record, here with a win could even up their record at 500, and that's what they're looking for here today. And here's one of the team leaders with Benjamin Smith. Certainly looking, they had a loose ball, came up with it very quickly. Now they'll look to set up for the first time. So Clifton in formation. Massimo Colucci in front, good setup, and there's a goal. Beautiful backdoor pass to Caden Behan. So it was Smith to Colucci to Behan, and they cash in early. So first possession leads to a goal for Clifton. And Caden Behan notches his 14th goal of the season. He came into the contest with 13 goals, 14 assists. So give him credit for a goal. Caden Behan scoring. He's a senior. Mitty also plays attack. And you could see how that was a great setup as right behind the net went Smith. And then he was able to find Colucci, who was able to, with a crisp pass, find behind back door. So good goal there for Clifton. Get on the board, up 1-0. And here is now number 28, Gabriel Parada-Walt. He was thinking about it. That was Dylan Jenkins. And again, Dylan Jenkins, number 11, 9 goals. He has 33 goals, 9 assists. So here he is. Need to defend him well up top. Shot way wide, not even close. Shot taken by number 2, Ryder Gervald. Gervald, a sophomore, but High Point first to the line, and now they will regroup 1-0. Early stages, first quarter. Fernando Rossi Field here in Clifton. And here is Jenkins once again. Defended by Moeller, sophomore. He's pushing him out. Good defense there. Looking to help was 5 Murdoch. Need to be careful here. Back door behind the net. And that was Alex Beretis. And now here is number 2. Number 2 is Ryder Gervald once again. So Gervald finds Jenkins. Jenkins looking to get in there, but defended well. Shot and a goal. So it seemed like they were able to push him out enough, but Jenkins just got enough time and space to which he was able to get a shot off and beat goaltender Jacob Percella, and Percella just unable to kick that one out. So Jenkins with the goal, 1 shot apiece, 1 goal apiece. So in net for High Point is Aiden Vigiano. He is in net today. And, of course, senior Jacob Percella, led by senior Luis Zuniga. He is a senior defenseman. My mistake before. I got those two confused. My bad. Jacob Percella is sophomore goaltender. So, again, sophomore heavy. Zuniga is one of the key defenders who's a senior. So 1 shot each, 1 goal each. Penalty given. And number 10, Jack Nidzelik, will take over. Time and space along the left field line. He spins away, trying to get beyond the check of number 14, Alex Beretis. High Point takes it away. Even game so far, both teams with possession. Seems like High Point, though, a little bit more as they're looking to counter. Shot and a goal. As cashing in is Ryder Gervald. Had space in front. Was able to shoot the ball into the ground, and it changed the trajectory of the angle of the ball, and it fooled Percella. So Percella still, just having problems. And again, 2 good shots, certainly one by Jenkins, one by Gervald. So it happens. Once he gets his first save under his belt, then, any goaltender in any sport will tell you, you get your first save, you seem to settle in. But, again, great shot there by Gervald. Hit it into the ground and was able to get the angle coming in. And he does have 26 goals also coming into the contest. So, when you look at High Point, you got Gervald with 26 goals and Jenkins with 33. They're the 2 leading goal scorers, and already they're on the board. So, a misplay there. Luke Honold was trying to find his teammate there, Gervald, but out of bounds, and now Clifton will regroup. Checking in and out as Nathan Smith checks in. And they go weak side. Nice pass there to Blake Cruz. Nice connection. Cruz now with time and space. He'll square up to Colucci. Massimo Colucci. Now to Marek D. Marek has time. He's defended. He'll wait on the outside, find defense. That's number 12, Michael White, defending him way too behind the outstretched arms of Colucci. But nice recovery there by Cruz. Cruz finds Nathan Smith. Now here they are in the offensive set. Clifton down 2-1. Did score first. And give credit to High Point. They've scored the last 2. Here's Benjamin Smith. Benjamin Smith avoiding the check now with space. Looking to pass in front. No, he'll hold on. Look to see if he could find any teammates that are open. Looked like he was going for Colucci, but he'll go back door. Misplays to Marek D. And it may go over the line. Not sure. And High Point with number 2, Ryder Gervald, hits the ball out of bounds. So possession, Clifton. Leading scorers for Clifton, we have Benjamin Smith, 34 goals, 14 assists. And now you got to be careful here with Jenkins on the break, and another goal. So, again, steal at the midfield stripe, and Jenkins was able to outrace his defender and one-on-one with the goaltender Percella, and make no mistake about it, he cashed in. So Jenkins already with 2 goals in the contest. So timeout here by Coach Velez. Good timeout. Needs to regroup. Certainly right from the beginning, High Point had possession. They were able to get the ball back. That was Clifton score. But then since then, it's been 3 consecutive goals by the Wildcats, led by number 11, Dylan Jenkins. Let's go back to Clifton. As we were mentioning leading scorers, we have Benjamin Smith, 34 goals, 14 assists. Also, Jack Nedzelik, he's got 3 goals, 9 assists. Marek D, 15 goals and 10 assists. Massimo Colucci, he's been involved early in the contest, 20 goals, 5 assists. And Caden Behan had 13 coming in, and now has a 14. So 14 goals, 14 assists. And Coach Velez, good timeout. Let's regroup. Make sure we're on the same page. Let's get the game plan in order. First and foremost, let's get the ball back. And secondly, let's try to defend a little better there. Try to give goaltender Percella some help. As High Point so far with 3 shots and 3 goals. And now on the faceoff, as always, is sophomore Jack Nedzelik. Jack Nedzelik on the draw. Certainly one of the key faceoff guys for Clifton. All right, loses it, unfortunately, and then it goes back to High Point with Michael White. Michael White trying to avoid the check. He's chased down by Jack Nedzelik. Michael White still with possession. Michael White still with time. Now you got to press him a little bit. Now they do. Backing out is Ryder Gervald. Gervald will reset. Coming up high to defend, number 25, Matthew Sikorsky. Sikorsky, another sophomore. Shot, and there's a save. Nice save there by Percella. As once again, Dylan Jenkins, with a clear opportunity, has quick feet, was able to go from his left to right and get a clean shot off. And it just hit off the barrel of the stick for Percella. But once again, High Point applying pressure. So first save of the game credited. Got to get this guy, stick to the face, shot. And it looks like the goal went in short side. Dylan Jenkins already with 3 goals, having a problem getting the ball away from him. Besides, again, trying to get him up high, trying to check him up high. He's been able to avoid those checks and still with time and space score. So not sure what's going on here. Referee speaking to both coaches as there'll be a draw in the middle. Now 4-1 High Point. So High Point again coming into this matchup with a 3-8 record. Head coach Mark Russell, assistant coach Jeremy Diroff, and of course Michael Velez, Coach Velez for Clifton. So let's see if we can win a draw here, get the ball back, need it, and looks like High Point's going to come away with it again, so you need to defend. As here is High Point with Gabriel Peralta Ward. Jenkins, got to be careful of him. He's already scored 3, shot way wide. Yeah, that's what coach is saying. Don't come off him. Make sure you stay on him. Don't worry about the fake passes. Now here they go again with Gervald. Ryan Gervald has the other goal. Spinning around, loose ball on the ground. Clifton needs it. They do come away with it, but Luis Zuniga, the senior, with time and space, knocked away. Good recovery there by Jack Nedzelik. Nice pass ahead now to Benjamin Smith. Benjamin Smith with space. Oh, tried to go backdoor and find number 13, Behan, but the ball was just beyond his outstretched arms and goes out of bounds. So good chance there on the counter for Clifton, just unable to connect. And now High Point will break out of their own end. So certainly 2/3 of possession have been in favor, if not more, to the Wildcats. And here they are once again. Coming up is Coy Tiger's shot. And where is it? Wait, the referee said it went in. The referee said it went in, and I think the goaltender did get it. I think from this angle, Porchella made the save. Yeah, he's saying he did. Now, Coach Vela is having an argument. I mean, I don't know what you're going to call there, but I think, sir. Yeah, he's saying he can't give him help. He went to the other ref, and the referee that was near side felt that it did beat him, and it hit the netting. So, goal credited to High Point. So now they're up 5-1. 5-1 now in favor of High Point. So that's a bad break for Clifton. Certainly I thought from this angle, I'm right behind them, that he made the save. Now here they come once again. Shot, and here's a save from Porchella. Nice save. As Gabriel Peretta-Wold had time and space. So Clifton just having some issues here, having some challenges with defending. So coming out now is Zuniga. High Point again with possession. Shot, and another save. Nice save there by Porchella. His third save of the game. As last goal was scored by number 16, Cole Tiger, credited with the goal. So Cole Tiger with the goal. Here it now is Clifton, shot way wide, as that was Marek Dablaski. Had a little bit of space, but shot the ball way wide. So now 5 unanswered for the visiting Wildcats as we wind down the first quarter. Smith, Colucci, Marek Dablaski, Benjamin Smith rotating around. Let's see if we can get one back here. Still a lot of time left to go in this game. Colucci blocked in front. Good block by the defender. That was Dylan. No, I can't see who's that number. I can't see that number, but that was a good defender there. Number 17, Martin Court with defense. Here is Smith again, spinning left to right, trying to find any space possible. Comes out to the right wing, seeing if he can find somebody in front. Shot side netting. He does recover. Good hustle by Benjamin Smith as he tries to find someone in the middle, but chasing back. Good hustle there is Clifton with number 5, Ryan Murdoch. So Murdoch will reset. Marek Dablaski straight away. High Point sinking in their defense. Up 5-1. Clifton looking to see if they cut this lead to 3. Smith behind the net. Finds his brother Benjamin. Now Benjamin Smith looking to peel away. Tries to find the short side. But give credit as the save was made by Aiden Vigiano. That was his first save of the game. And now taken away by the Wildcats. They'll look to counter themselves, up 5-1. Coming up the field now is Eugene Davina. Davina looking to get it up, but taken away there by Sikorsky. Nice defense by Sikorsky. Now here Clifton again, quickly countering as the wind picks up just a little bit here. Temperature has dropped. Smith. Benjamin Smith, again, leading goal scorer for Clifton, spins away in front, shot short side. Good save once again to Aiden Vigiano. That's now 2 saves credited to Vigiano. Porchella for Clifton has 3. As now here comes High Point once again, countering defense to offense. Spinning away is Gabriel Peretta-Wold. He'll now find on the short side Gervald. Gervald has one of the 5 goals. Gervald looking to set up in front. Shot and a nice save with the paddle. Beautiful save there by Porchella. Had it eyed up all the way. Nice shot. Good save. And here now comes Clifton as we're winding down the first quarter with number 5, Murdoch. Murdoch, nice pass to the wing to Zuniga. Zuniga, what's he going to do? Shoot it. Save credited to Vigiano, his third. Clifton, though, recovers with Smith. And Smith behind the net will weigh his options. He now spins left. Breaks free in front. Just shot it wide. Good move there by Benjamin Smith. May it just come off his handle as he shot it wide, but Clifton recovers. In front, Colucci shoots it wide. And I apologize, that was Caden Behan. So out of bounds. And that'll wind the first quarter. A quarter dominated by the High Point Wildcats as they lead by a score of 5-1, and we'll be back at the beginning of the second quarter. Okay, welcome back, everybody, as we are in Clifton, New Jersey, behind Clifton High School on Fernando Rossi Field, about to begin the second quarter of a varsity matchup between the visiting Wildcats of High Point and your Clifton Mustangs. Certainly Clifton looking to see if they can get it back. Coming here right away in front. Where is it? Loose ball. Colucci's there fighting. Need to get it. He does recover. Nice fight there by Colucci. And now he'll reset to Marek Delosky. So Wildcats coming in. Even though Clifton scored the first goal, there have been 5 unanswered goals for the Wildcats. They are now in the lead 5-1, but 3 quarters to play. Still very early. Certainly, hopefully the break helps. Maybe we can cut this lead a little bit towards the half. Make it a game in the second half. That's what we're hoping for. Philip Pawas. Now straight away to Colucci. Colucci now looking to switch with Marek Davolowski, seeing if they have a play here. They'll go down the wing to Smith. Smith now. Smith was defended by Eugene Davina, number 8. Coming out, defend is number 12, Bryce Yanoff. Now coming along. Where is it? Loose ball. Who's trying to get it? Still on the ground. Spencer McLaughlin there. Coming away, though, now is Clifton. Good recovery there as Philip Pawash with good hustle. Now he'll break and switch. Let's see if he can find Caden Behan. He's the lone goal scorer for Clifton. Now they go to the wing. Nice pass here to Jack Nick-Zellick. Trying to run off the pressure. And it was good defense there, though, by High Point. A shot and a goal. Beautiful goal. As Massimo Colucci, or I should say Marek Davolowski, my apologies, came across, and he did a wonderful job as the pass by Halash was there, and he was able from right to left connect. An important goal for Clifton. Now cuts the lead to 5-2. So give credit, goal to Marek Zabolowski, Marek D, as again, he came into the contest with 15 goals, 10 assists. So he tacks on now his 16th goal, an important goal. Let's see if now Clifton can maybe outscore High Point 5-1, right? Let's make this a good matchup here in the second half. That's what we're hoping for. But need to defend just a little better, as now High Point come across. They're looking to see if they get one right back, and they'll look to set. Ryder Gervold will now reset. He's defended up high there by Clifton. Good checkmate there by Anthony Moeller. Straight away to the goal scorer, Dylan Jenkins, already with 3 goals here today. He'll now shift right, avoids Behan, shot way wide. Was thinking about it, had a little space there from a distance, but the shot was wide, and first to the touchline are the Wildcats. Wildcats spinning away in front, looking to shoot it, in a save, and a beautiful save there. Nice save by Porcella. Give credit, his 5th save, as Porcella has entered the contest with 192 saves already. But he gives it right back there, an unnecessary turnover. Turnovers in any sport will hurt you. Here now is the Wildcats in front, shot, and a goal. As number 14 was able to retrieve the loose ball, and Alex Beretis, with time and space, scores his first goal. And High Point answers back Clifton and now lead 6-2. So looked like Porcella made the save, came out, had time, and unfortunately just gave it back. And the fact that all the defense were up, once the steal was taken, turnover was had, they were able to find Beretis on the wing. And one-on-one, he beat Porcella for the goal. So now 6-2 in favor of High Point. High Point now here with possession again with Gabriel Peretta-Wall. Finds Jenkins. Jenkins will back up. Now reset his options. High Point, of course, in Sussex County. I'd say at this time of day, Sussex County, High Point, I mean, you're hitting 23 all the way up. You're looking at a solid hour at the minimum. So High Point taking the trip. High Point coming into the contest. They did lose last game to Kittatinny by a score of 17-6, and they beat Union Catholic before, and a good save there by Porcella, his 6th. So coming off a win and a loss, they're next on deck. We're getting into the later stages of spring sports, folks. So certainly after today, High Point home versus North Warren. Then they travel to Waldwick versus Prompton Lakes in Cedar Grove to round out their schedule at home. So certainly one of the longer trips for High Point coming to Clifton. So here they are on the road in control with a 3-8 record. Certainly looking good, as their top goal scorers have played well here so far today. And Clifton having difficulty maintaining any consistency with possession. Here is Jenkins. Jenkins up high with Murdoch. They squeeze him off. Shot. Good save, Porcella. He was able to make that save coming across his left to right. Nice save by Porcella. Need to make critical saves here. Don't want this game to get too far ahead of you. There's still plenty of time. Need to get the ball back, see if we can cash in and win ourselves. Where's the ball? Come out to the wing now again with number 2, Ryder Gervold. Ryder Gervold now switches left to right. Out to the wing. Nice pass there made to Luke Honold. Now Luke Honold will spin around. Looking to see. He'll go out to the wing again to number 11, Dylan Jenkins. Jenkins, only a junior, again coming across. Shot. Good save with the paddle, as Porcella was able to get it off the face of the paddle for his 8th save. So again, critical saves here, keeping them in the game, and another save. Nice save once again by Porcella. So he had to get it. That was labeled short side. That was a very good shot by Ryder Gervold. That was labeled short side, and Porcella had to be there. So High Point again with possession behind the net. Clifton needs to tighten up just a little bit. Let's see if we can get the ball back. High pass still taken by number 3, Luke Heinold. And now here's Ryder Gervald. Ryder now checked by Zuniga. He'll now face front straight away. He'll now veer off to the right, off the check. Tries to find teammate there, number 3, Mason York, was unable to do so. Ball goes out of bounds, but they're first to the touchline, and once again, possession, High Point. Shot wide, way wide. Shot taken by, once again, Ryder Gervald. And you could see, certainly Gervald has a lot of the possession himself. As High Point from behind again, looking to see with a set play. Able to connect on passes consecutively. Clifton looking to see if they can keep him on the outside, find a loose ball and get it back. Not too many loose balls on the ground here today, though. Certainly sometimes you'll see games in front. Gervald shot, where is it? Clifton needs to get it. Loose ball, and the goaltender comes away with it. All right, Porcello there. Now can't lose possession back. Trying to find a pass deep, but given right back to High Point. But a fortunate break comes to the stick of Ryan Hamilton. Here we go now with Caden Behan in front. Caden Behan, oh, the save. Give credit to a save to Vigiano. His 4th save. As Behan looking for his 2nd. Quickly in front. Shot and another save, Vigiano. As Marek Dvolasky with an opportunity. So now 5 saves for Vigiano. 9 saves credited to Porcella. So both goaltenders now being active, making good stops. Here now on the counter is Jacob Trokakis. He's now taken away. Good defense there by Hamilton. Coming to help now is Nigzelik. Far sideline, whistle blows, and it's going to be Clifton possession. So these possessions so important. Just like football, you want to maintain possession and score when you have them. Down 6-2. High Point outscored Clifton 5-1 in the first, and each team has a goal here in the second. As Benjamin Smith once again. Behan spinning left to right, comes across, finds space, and a goal. There once again is Caden Behan. Nice goal, his 2nd goal of the game. Now cuts the lead to 6-3. So important goal there for Clifton. As nice move there as Behan was able to go right, then spin left, and then find just a small seam. And it looked like, from my vantage point, that High Point just was unable to get there, as Eugene Davina was a defender at that point, was just a step late. And Behan was able to beat Vigiano for the goal. So now 6-3 game. Cut the lead in half. All-important draw. Clifton looking to possess. Ball still on the ground. Need to get it. Where is it? And come away is Clifton. Nice hustle there by Jack Nigzelik. Jack Nigzelik now looking to counter. Jack Nigzelik in front. Shot. Good save. Vigiano checked from behind. It was Nigzelik. He looks to get up. Whistle blown. Referee's going to call timeout. Not sure exactly what's going on here. As the sun now comes out. As Vigiano with his 6th save. Here now is Smith. Smith, again, all these possessions count. Colucci was thinking about it in front, but then he'll reset to number 13, Caden Behan, with 2 goals today. Marek Dvolasky. And Dvolasky spinning. Dvolasky shot way wide. Good defending there by Michael White, as Michael White was able to push him just far enough. And now Clifton will reset, as they were first to the touchline here with Benjamin Smith. Coach is saying, take your time. If it's not there, don't force it. As he goes left, spins left, shot blocked in front. Nice block and recovery there by number 8, Eugene Davina. But Smith comes away with a nice stick check. Smith taken away. Good defending there, but Colucci does come to help. And they'll reset behind the net with Behan. Marek Dvolasky. Marek D. He has the other goal here. 2 goals by Behan, 1 by Marek D so far here today. 6-3 in favor of High Point. Marek D with the long stick, just wide. Good idea. Was able to extend his stick beyond the defender's stick, Michael White, and was able to get a shot off just wide, but Colucci there. Reset now to Benjamin Smith. Smith, Colucci. Was thinking about it. There was a cutter there. Behan was open for a split second. Couldn't find him. Now Jack Nitzelic. Nitzelic here to the top. Spinning around, loose ball. Ah, bam, loose ball. And again, a turnover there. You can't do that. Michael White now comes away with it. See if you can get it back. Good stick check there by Cruz. Trying to get the ball on the ground. What's the call? And finally a whistle is blown as number 12, Michael White, was knocked down. So timeout on the field. Looks like referees just making sure things are in order. Coaches making sure that they have the right personnel out on the field. And now the whistle with number 11, Dylan Jenkins. Jenkins once again. Ball's loose on the ground. Can Clifton come away with it? Jenkins, though, finds the loose change. Now recovery to the back to Ryder Gervold. Out to the wing. Good opportunity, but the shot goes wide. That was a good setup there as they found Luke Hanold weak side. And good passing there by High Point, but the shot goes wide, but they will repossess as they're first to the touch. Need to be in shape if you're a lacrosse player. There's no question about it. Just like soccer. I mean, you are running up and down the field. No question about it. Need to be in shape. Conditioning is such a major part here in lacrosse. So conditioning does play a factor. It can do so here, possibly. And let's hope that Clifton can somehow get the ball back here and is spinning away. And a shot off the post comes back out. Who's got it? Zuniga trying to come away with it. Does have it, and he gives it to the goaltender, Percella, and they'll reset. Ooh, so quite a fortunate break there was Clifton. As the shot was taken, hit off the post. Goalie's best friend looking to find Marek D coming off the bench. Where is it? Loose ball, and Marek D comes away with it. Now he will run along the right wing, and the call here, I'm not sure. Looks like a timeout given. A timeout given. Looks like it's going to be a timeout Clifton. As a good timeout, let's reset. Been battling here in the second quarter as they were losing 5-1 at the end of one, and now have scored 2 goals of their own here in the second quarter. It's Clifton's 1, so they're playing better. Outscoring High Point 2-1 here in the quarter. Let's see if maybe we can get one back, cut this lead 2 going into the half. And then it's anyone's game, right? I mean, certainly with still a full half to play. We're winding down here the first half. Clifton, though, have made the adjustments, have settled in, have defended better. Give credit to Percella. He made at least 3 or 4 key stops when High Point was pressing during stages of that second quarter. But Percella was able to make 3 or 4 key stops there, keep the game in control, and that was important because then Clifton started to get their legs in the second quarter and able to score a couple of their own. So coming out of the timeout, certainly an important stage of the game. Next goal, it's certainly a determining factor, though still with plenty of time to go. Clifton, after today, they're home next Tuesday versus Eastern Christian. That's a 4:30 start. And as I mentioned, they did beat Eastern Christian in a great contest in the first round of the Passaic County tournament. I mean, it was really, I didn't see it, but I was hearing about it, and I was talking to some of the players about it, and they said it was one of the most exciting games that they've ever been a part of. Able to win a county game, give credit to the Mustangs winning a county game versus a very formidable opponent in Eastern Christian, as Smith coming across avoids the check again, now switches to his left hand, and now he'll stem on the outside behind the net and reset. Coming in front again, shot, and just wide. And who's going to be? Okay, looks like maybe there's a call here. All right, so High Point needs to check out. Good press there by Smith, as here he was trying to apply the pressure. As coming out to the wing now, Jack Nedzelik, as now the sun is out. So it looks like dark clouds pushing away. Looked a little ominous there at the early stages, first quarter, with the dark clouds, even some drizzle. But thankfully that's pushed out, and now here is Colucci. Colucci to the wing, Ryan Murdoch. Colucci. Marek D. Behan. Smith, good save with the toe. Good toe save there by Vigiano, his 7th save. As Smith had space, it was a good shot, but Vigiano was able to get his big toe out there and make the save. And here once again now is Behan. Marek D. Colucci straight away. Oh, just wide. Wow. That didn't miss by much. Now Jack Nedzelik. They're saying to hold it. They're saying don't give it back. Not sure what's going on here. And there is the whistle as that concludes the first half. Give credit to the Mustangs as they were able to stem the tide, come back with some momentum of their own, outscoring High Point by a score of 2-1 in the second quarter, as we will come back at the beginning of the second half. Thank you. Okay, welcome back to Clifton, New Jersey, just behind Clifton High School, Fernando Rossi Field. A Friday late afternoon lacrosse matchup, varsity matchup, of course, between the High Point Wildcats and the Clifton Mustangs. Tale of two quarters, as the first quarter completely dominated by the Wildcats, outscoring Clifton 5-1. Clifton, though, able to slow down the pace of High Point, get possession, and outscore High Point by a score of 2-1. So we are at now 6-3 in favor of High Point as we're just about to begin the third quarter. And again, Clifton entering the contest with a record of 6-7, led by Coach Michael Velez, assistant coaches Matthew Mead and Nick Begica. Again, very good year so far for Clifton, as last year certainly had their struggles, and they will open up with possession behind the net with Smith. Let's see if we get a quick one. Colucci shot. Where is it? I don't know if the goalie got it. He did. Give credit to Adam Vigiano, who entered into the hat with 7 saves, now make it 8. So good look there by Colucci. Vigiano was there, but Clifton now with the ball back, as now they'll reset. Here is Massimo Colucci. Push it out straight away to Marek D. High Point sinking back into his own defense. Marek D now trying to fight through a check left to right. Find some space. Shot. And a goal. Beautiful goal by Marek D. Beautiful. Went left to right. Was able to outstretch his arms, get enough momentum on the goal. And now Marek Delaski with his second goal of the game, senior. And now that cuts the lead to 6-4. So since High Point scored 5 consecutive goals, Clifton now has outscored High Point by 3-1. So 6-4. Plenty of time left. Early stages, third quarter. As here once again is Jack Nidzelik on the draw, but it's won by the Wildcats. Michael White, center stage, now getting the ball taken away, but he does get ball back. Michael White trying to find his teammate Jenkins, but good defense there by number 3, Moeller. And they come away again, the Mustangs, with Benjamin Smith. Benjamin Smith in front. Oh, trying to find number 13, Behan, but just could not connect. And now, once again, the clouds hover, and the wind now has picked up. As behind the net, that is accurate. I printed it out today. Had 15 goals coming in. He's got a Hattie here today, as he has 3. Behan has 1. So certainly good chances there for trying to trace it myself. And let's see where the reset is. All right, here we go. Okay, so now High Point with possession. Looks like Dylan Jenkins is fine as he's checked back in. Jack Nidzelik making sure that he stays out. Want to mark your men. Be careful. Back door. Always want to have eyes in the back of your head if you're a defender here, and that's what Anthony Moeller's doing, making sure the person behind them shot. Nice block in front. Give credit to the block to Zuniga. That's 2 blocks now in the last 2 possessions. So that's a goalie's best friend, too. Having your defensemen lay their bodies in front, and a good stick check there by Hamilton. In front shot, wide. As Jenkins there did have a little space, but coming over at the last moment was Moeller, and it forced him to shoot wide. Here again, Luke Hanold. Hanold to Ryder Gervold. They'll reset now to the top. Gabriel Parada-Wald. Gabriel Parada-Wald spins away. Coming across, still has possession, shot wide. All right, good pressure there, though, by Clifton, as he really didn't have a clean look. As give credit to Zakorski, putting pressure on Wald, forcing that shot wide. But again, you got to defend here once again. 6-5 score line in favor of High Point. A very good game. Shot wide. Wow. that was close. So on 2 shots in a row, Dylan Jenkins unable to find the mark. But coming out is Luke Hunold. Ryder Gervold. Jenkins. Sun sneaking out once again. Ryder Gervold, and he finds the long side. Gervold was able to get time and space behind. And a goal there by Ryder Gervold. That's his second goal of the game. Sophomore, you could tell an active player. Now they're up 7-5. Yeah. So first goal of the quarter for High Point. Clifton still outscoring High Point 2-1. Again, let's remember, folks, at the end of 1, it was 5-1. So since then, Clifton have outscored the Wildcats 5-2, or I should say 4-2. So making a game of it. But here now, once again, with possession, is Gabriel Parada-Wald, and he'll set back. Coming back now to number 11, Jenkins. Jenkins, ball on the ground. With good recovery there by Jack Ned-Zellick. He's chased down. Needs to find a teammate. Just barely stays in bounds. Comes across, and a beautiful pass and catch by Ryan Murdoch. Murdoch shot. Where is it? Oh, good save by Vigiano. His 9th save. Good counter there by Clifton with Murdoch, but Vigiano was up to the task. As now here comes number 16. He's coming along to the right side. Cole Tiger, he has a goal here today. Ryder Gervold, straight away to Jenkins. Jenkins spins to his left. Where is it? Good save. Wow, what a great save there by Percella. It looked like it sneaked right behind him, but he was able to place his stick on the line and stop the momentum of the ball from going over. So a great save by Percella. He's made 4 or 5 grade A saves here today, keeping Clifton in the game. Good move by number 5, Murdoch. All right, so now Murdoch will set 7-5 Wildcats. We're more than halfway through now, third quarter. Clifton, and a highly competitive game here at Lacrosse. This is what you want, folks. You want games to be this tight. Let's see now if Clifton are able to prevail. So Clifton certainly has proven to win some close games. 11-10, as I mentioned, in the first round of the counties versus Eastern Christian. They did beat Lyndhurst 6-4, another tight game. We broadcasted that game. That was a great game. They played well, right? So they've won some close matchups. Hawthorne 6-4. So here they are in another one. And Smith with the shot. Where is it? Must have hit off the post. I heard iron and it stuck out. And now High Point looking to come out of their own end. Good pressure there up front by Clifton with Behan trying to create a turnover. But nice pass to the weak side. Comes along now is Justin Moyuka. But it's taken away. Coming away now, number 12 with Hamilton. Hamilton stick check away. Coming away, where is it? Loose ball, Marek Deboloski. Marek Deboloski trying to avoid a stick check, and whistle's blown. And it's going to be High Point ball. I'm not sure exactly what that call was, but it's going to favor the road team. As the score now 7-5 in favor of the Wildcats. Here once again, quickly, Tiger trying to find Gervold. Loose ball, where is it? On the ground. Zakorski there fighting, still down. We're coming along. Zuniga there trying to help. Comes back towards the goaltender, still loose. Who's trying to get it? Coming away is number 14. Good take there by Alex Beretis. Shot wide. Good setup by Beretis. He set up his teammate Michael White. Shot goes wide, but once again, possession in favor of the Wildcats. Loose ball, midfield stripe. Colucci trying to get it. Can't cross over. Ball's close, though.
And what's the call? And it looked like it did not go over the line, so Clifton on a violation will hand possession back to the Wildcats. Ryder Gervold spinning. Good defending there by Luis Zuniga. Zuniga playing very well here today. Coming across, putting a check on him. Good stick check there. Who comes away with it? Jack Nidzelic don't want to give it back. He's able to counter on his own. Has time and space. Checked by there Jenkins. Coming back on defense. Nidzelic in front. Where is it? Loose ball comes to the Wildcats. Nice comeback there. Good hustle by Clifton. And shot, where is it? Blocked in front. Good block by High Point as they come away. Whistle blown. Not sure why the whistle. I think there may be an injury or it could be a penalty. And it looks like it will be. So, again, good stretch of play there by both teams. Really give credit to both sides as they're both playing extremely hard. Very good game. 7-5. Clifton still down 2, but plenty of time. Later stages, third quarter, still got a full fourth quarter ahead of us. Clifton Live Stream Sports will be bringing to you live tonight, 7 o'clock, flag football, as girls will be playing flag. They're entering into the contest with a record of 6-4. They'll be playing West Milford tonight at 7 o'clock. We will have that live stream for you, folks. We're going to go right from here. May hit Bruno's for a slice. Head over to the stadium. Show you live Clifton flag. Marcello Monti, along with Vincent Chanchulo and Mark Mecca, all three of you bringing it to you here tonight. And we'll be back at it again this evening for a flag. But let's see if we can get a win here with Smith. Shot. Yeah, there it is. Nice. Benjamin Smith with his first goal of the game. He's been poking and prodding in that short side, and finally he comes through for his first goal of the game, and now that cuts the lead to 7-6. So an all-important possession and goal, and Smith on the board. He also has an assist here today as he enters the contest with 34 goals, 14 assists. Now make it 35-15. And again, I'm going off NJ.com. You know, they print out the stats. I printed it out today. So if those records are accurate, that will add 2 more points to his total with 36 total points. So certainly Benjamin Smith having a very good year. All right, so now here's the all-important draw. Clifton down 1, later stages, third quarter. Coming across, trying to find help. Does find it is Murdoch. He's checked from behind. Looked like a trip. Flag is down, and looks like there's going to be a penalty. So look like a trip. Oh, look at the referee. He's been really demonstrative there. So yeah, that definitely was tripped from behind. A decent crowd here watching Varsity Lacrosse. And again, hopefully some of us at home, whether you're in the car, at home, still at the office, whether it's your son, grandson, nephew, whoever it may be, neighbor, friend, you know, that's why we do this, folks. We do bring live stream sports to you. Most games, we try to do as many as possible. Not too many high schools do it, but we are proud to do it. The shot by Massimo Colucci goes wide. So certainly we'll be busy next week once again as we have a full slate. Senior night, we'll be bringing to you Senior night boys on Tuesday. In front now is Colucci. So senior night for boys and girls on Tuesday night. So senior night Tuesday, boys, that'll be a 4 o'clock start. And then we'll have girls at night. Senior night, that'll be at the stadium. And then we also have flag football senior night next Thursday at the stadium. So senior nights are coming and going. That means one thing. We are now in the later stages of the spring season and blocked in front. Clifton trying for the tallying goal here to even it up. As Colucci getting instructions from his coach. Checking in Marek Devolosky. High Point certainly looking to defend. No question that this game's momentum has changed in favor of the Mustangs. They were able to settle things down. You could see those early timeouts by Coach Velez had paid dividends, but Colucci was thinking about it straight away. But he was defended there by Jacob Trokakis. Now come again is Colucci. Martin Court there also on the perimeter playing D. Colucci looking to make a move. Spins to the right. Finds some space. Colucci. Yes, there it is. Colucci with another goal. That's his first goal. Now that ties the score at 7. So Clifton have fought their way all the way back, down 5-1 at the end of the first quarter, outscoring High Point 2-1 in the second quarter. It was 6-3 at the half, and since then, 4-1 in favor of Clifton here in the third quarter. So a complete momentum shift. And as mentioned, those timeouts early paid dividends, as whatever Coach Velez and assistant coaches Matt Mead and Nick Bagiga made. Certainly, Clifton players adjusted and made the proper adjustments and are able to fight their way back, but this is not who you want in space. As the time runs out, the whistle blows. Goal will not count, as there was Dylan Jenkins vying for his 4th. So time on the side of Clifton, as the score at the end of 3 is High Point 7, Clifton 4, and we're excited to bring you what will certainly be an exciting fourth quarter in a moment, folks.
I got my money in the truck. I got my money in the truck.
I don't care.
Yeah. I was supposed to sell it.
You used to sign it?
In the past.
It's good before. Chicken roll. You want me to give you a drink? No. You want me to get another one?
Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Fourth quarter, Clifton High School, and a really well-played game as High Point and Clifton squaring off here in a boys varsity matchup. Clifton down 5-1 at one point and battled all the way back. Score now 7-7 here with possession. Behan, good stick check there, though, by High Point. Martin Court with a good stick check. Fighting back, though, is Clifton. Smith there, loose ball behind. What's the call? All right, looks like it's going to be in favor of the Mustangs. All right, looks like this is good because it seems like the coaches are clapping. So possession in favor of Clifton. And again, outscored 5-1 in the first. Clifton then outscored High Point 2-1 in the second. And another goal. Benjamin Smith, are you kidding me? From an angle that from this vantage point didn't seem possible, but he was able to find it. And Benjamin Smith now gives Clifton their first lead since they led early stages of the first quarter 1-0. So for the first time since then, Clifton retakes the lead, and now they're up 8-7. So they fought their way all the way back. Face off once again, and it looks like High Point comes away with Gabriel Parada Ward. Gabriel Parada Ward trying to see if they can counter quickly. Coming to the front. Where is it? Stick check coming out. Porcella. Loose ball, and Porcella comes away. Whistle on the ground. What's the call? Can't see it. And it looks like it, believe, will be Clifton ball. Aggressive play there by Porcella as he came out of his net, helped out his defense, was able to get the ball. Nice job there as Porcella already entering into the fourth quarter. I have 12 unofficial saves, so thus 4 for Porcella. And let's remember, folks, this game was at 5-2. It was 5-1. Clifton made it 5-2. And if you recall, in the second quarter, early second quarter, High Point was pressing. It looked like the game may get away from Clifton, but Porcella made 3 or 4 highlight reel saves to keep their Clifton in the game. And finally, Clifton were able to gain their footing, and you could feel the momentum shifting. So referees still talking it over, want to make sure they get the call right. 8-7 Clifton. And again, you look at, different phases of the game. What's the turning point of the game? That's what I really feel the turning point was in this game for Clifton, is the goaltender. I think Porcella able to make those saves, keep it at 5-2, and eventually Clifton crawled back, and here they are now with possession as Marek D looks to find a connection, and he does so. Nice pass to Zaniga. Zaniga now to Smith. Smith with 2 goals already here. 2 critical goals here in the second half. Now he'll go behind the net, trying to find Colucci. Does not find Colucci. Cruz will chase it down. Needs to hustle there, and he does. Nice hustle by Blake Cruz before it reached the midfield stripe. Marek D spins away, right-handed shot, beautiful goal by Marek Dublasky, his 4th of the game. And now Clifton, with their first 2-goal lead, now lead 9-7. Marek Dublasky just able to create separation and then extend his stick, and with upper body strength, gain enough velocity on the ball to which beat the goaltender Vigiano far side. And now 9-7 in favor of the Mustangs. So far, Clifton outscoring High Point by score of 2-0 here in the fourth. Score was 7-7 entering into fourth quarter. Here now again, trying to come away with it is Clifton. Good hustle there. That was Moeller. Moeller trying to find Smith. Loose ball. Where is it? Coming away is trying to High Point. Colucci, though, gets it. Shot blocked in front. That was a good block in front by Martin Court. Give credit for a block. Now weak side. Behind shot. Goal! Caden Behan with his 3rd goal of the game. As timeout taken by the Wildcats, as Coach Russell has no choice but to call a timeout. As now Clifton leads 10-7, outscoring High Point 3-0 in the fourth quarter. these two teams squared off one time last year. It was actually nearly a year ago. It was the 19th of May. High Point prevailed 15-8. And again, it certainly looked like it may end up being that it would have been that kind of scoreline early stages, right? But when it was 5-1, Clifton hung in there, and they've been able to outscore High Point 2-1 in the second, 4-1 in the third. Now here they are up 3-0 in the fourth, and they now lead 10-7. So let's look at the goal scorers. We have 4 by Marek Dilovsky. I call him Marek D. He's a good player. He's got 4 goals. We have 3 goals to Caden Behan. He has a hat trick. That makes 7. Benjamin Smith, senior, 2 goals. In fact, all goal scorers are seniors. And again, we will be bringing to you senior night on Tuesday. Senior night will take place Tuesday as Clifton will play at home versus Eastern Christian. It's a 4:30 start. Senior night festivities will be at halftime. And the other goal, the 9th, scored by Colucci. So all goal scorers are seniors, and reflecting back to the overall team, the defense really led by sophomores. And give credit to the defense. They made the adjustments. Certainly too much time and space for High Point early. They've been tightening things up, led by Ryan Murdoch, Anthony Moeller, senior Luis Saniga. Blake Cruz has played well today. Ryan Gallagher has played well. Gallagher is a senior. Ryan Hamilton also stepping in, doing a nice job. Matthew Sikorsky getting time, being productive. So let's now see where this ends up as we're about halfway through the fourth quarter. Score 10-7 in favor. And here's now Nathan Smith has checked in. Nathan Smith now playing tic-tac-toe at Caden Behan. Behan trying to find Benjamin Smith. Across Colucci with space. Colucci taken away. Well defended there by High Point. Good defense there by Spencer McLaughlin. Spencer McLaughlin takes it away. West Point trying to counter, get one back. Still plenty of time, down 10-7. Weak side defended well there by Sikorsky. Behind the net now, can't see the number from this distance, but now is the goal scorer, Jenkins. Jenkins out front, in front, looking loose ball, and where is it? Just went wide. It was a good opportunity there by Ryder Gervold. Good pass there by number 11, Dylan Jenkins. And now High Point again, running out of time, down 3. Clifton just need to defend, keep them out on the perimeter if possible. Be careful of those behind you. Here is Jenkins. Jenkins quickly shot and a goal. So High Point, just what the doctor ordered, able to get one back as Ryder Gervold with his 3rd goal now makes it 10-8. So critical goal there by the visiting Wildcats as that they now have cut the lead to 2. So still time left here, fourth quarter. Clifton up 10-8. And this will be a big win for them if they can get to 7-7. That would be nice, because then you got senior night on Tuesday. Play Eastern Christian. Did beat them by a goal. Got to be careful here. Don't want to give it back right away. What's the call? All right, looks like it's going to be in favor of the Mustangs. And now here comes Clifton with Marek D. Marek D now coming along with time and space. There was no reason to rush. They're up 2. Blake Cruz looking to make a move, but Dablowski says no. And coach saying, take your time. Time is on our side. We're up 2. Fourth quarter. Temperature has now dropped. Feels more like a late fall day, to be quite honest. The sun has tucked behind the clouds. Here is now Smith's shot, just wide. But first to the line is Clifton. So Clifton will repossess. Settle down. Coach is saying settle down. Don't rush it. Don't want to give it right back. Coming up high with a forecheck, trying to create a turnover. There is Cole Tiger as coming across now behind. Nice pass here to Smith. Smith defended up high by Eugene Davina. Now coming along here, weak side. Behan across Smith. Smith, checked by Davina. Smith, veering right, goes left, comes back right. But then he'll push behind, avoids the check. Nice job there by Benjamin Smith, showing his strength, able to get out of there, not put the ball on the ground. All right, so now coach is giving direction, coming across back down to Smith. He tries to fight through a check. Ball's on the ground, comes back out, and here comes Jenkins on the turnover. Jenkins with space. Jenkins up the field, trying to find Gervold. Just missed him. Defended there. Who's got it? Trying to come across as Hamilton. Loose ball on the ground. Still 50-50. Still fighting for it. Hamilton there. Gervold there. Who comes away with it? It looks like Ryder Gervold does. And now he'll look the reset. Tiger. Shot. And a goal! Big goal there by Wildcats as Jenkins scores his 4th goal of the game. So now that cuts the lead to 10-9. What a game here, folks. I mean, you think about the ebbs and flows of this game alone between High Point leading at 1.51 and Clifton then taking a 10-7 lead. Completely flipped the script. But now give credit to High Point, down 10-7. Now have cut the lead to 1, 10-9. Face-off, all-important face-off. Can Jack Nagzelik get it? Ball's still on the ground, and he does. Good face-off win by Jack Nagzelik, but again, he's forced into a turnover. Coming out is Zuniga. Zuniga looking for a teammate to pass to, trying to find kind of get a teammate. Can't see who that is. Looks like number 16, Andrew Nayu. But again, first to the line were the Wildcats, so Clifton need to defend well. Time running out. Clifton up a goal. Loose ball coming around. Who's got it? Trying to find it. Whistle blown. And whose possession is it going to be? Looks like the Wildcats. So Clifton got to go back into defense. Gervold. Coming on a reset now to number 11, Dylan Jenkins. He's got 4 goals. Jenkins looking to go spin left. Comes down right. Jenkins shot. Just wide. Wow. Woo. That was close. So Jenkins just wide, but Wildcats once again. Clifton trying to hold on to a 1-goal lead. Great game here at Clifton. Both teams playing very competitive. Now here once again, spinning out. Jenkins shot just wide once again. Perchella still with 12 saves, played very well. That shot, though, was wide. Now once again coming around. You have the Wildcats coming around behind the net. Time's winding down here, 4th quarter. Wildcats need to push. Here they go with space. Gervold shot and pushed aside. Nice save by Perchella. Give credit to his 13th save. So less than 5 minutes to go now in the game. This game is tight. Clifton needs to try to get the ball back, but they cannot as Jenkins comes away with it. Jenkins breaking free. Jenkins breaking left to right. Jenkins, where is it? Loose ball on the ground. Clifton comes away with it. Well, looks like the Wildcats are trying to get it back. Who's going to get it? Coming around is Hamilton. Ball still on the ground as number 3, Luke Honold there. Now he'll go behind the net and they'll reset. So Clifton needs defense. Still up a goal. Wildcats now switch momentum here in the 4th quarter. Shot. Where is it? And a good save with the paddle by Perchella. Wow. 14 saves now. Why giving it back? Shot. Good save again. Wow. Don't need no unnecessary turnovers. 15 saves. Got to take care of the ball better here. Now here come Clifton. check from behind. What's the call? Not sure. Look, could be a timeout, and it is. Coach Velez will call a timeout, an all-important timeout. Good timeout. Settle your team down. Still up a goal. About 3 minutes and change left to go here in the game. Good timeout. Make sure you get a reset. You have possession with the ball. Be great if we can get a goal, maybe get a 2-goal lead again. But as we mentioned before, Clifton, used to these low-scoring, tight matchups, they've won 11-8, 11-9, 6-4, right? 11-10. Right, they've lost a couple close games by a couple goals, but they're used to this. They're used to playing tight games. Their senior experience certainly does prevail, and it does need to here. As again, you're in a good spot. I mean, if you had said down 5-1, you'd have a 1-goal lead. Late stages, fourth quarter, you'd take it. So now you have possession. Let's just make sure we don't give it back to them very easily. Let's see if we could hold on to it, possibly get another goal, give us a little bit more of a cushion. And let's see now, coming out of a timeout, how this all unfolds in a great varsity game here between Clifton and High Point. All right, here we go. I love calling these kinds of games. These are tight games. Clifton Lacrosse playing very well this year. All right, here we go. Looks like refs are just making sure. And now here we go with Marek D. Marek D with the ball, trying to avoid the check of number 28, Gabriel Parada Ward. Philip Hawash. Straight away, Jack Nedzelik. Jack Nedzelik looking to make a move. Don't need to force anything here. Okay, here again, Philip Hawash, sophomore. He'll now veer right. Smith behind the net, looking to see if they do a tag team here. Here's Hawash behind. They'll switch off with Smith. He'll go to the side with Behan. Behan now forced wide. Colucci. Colucci then vended well by Spencer McLaughlin. Straight away to number 10, Jack Nedzelik. Nedzelik fakes in the middle. Out to the wing now with Smith. Benjamin Smith with 2 goals, possibly looking for a third. Clifton up a goal. Late stages, fourth quarter. Smith trying to avoid the stick check. Now the ball's on the ground and the turnover given. As Gabriel Parada Ward trying to find up the ball up the field. Sikorsky there defending. Ball still on the ground. Coming away is Jenkins. Whistle blown. What's the call? And it looks like it may be Clifton possession. All right, so Clifton there with a call, able to get the ball back. It looked like for a moment that High Point would have had a possession there on the attack, but again, another turnover there. You don't need to do that. Here's Tiger up front, number 16. Loose ball on the ground. Check the Zuniga coming across to help Sikorsky, and the whistle blown, and not sure what the call is here. They're on the far side of the field. As now Clifton trying to hang on to a 10-9 lead. And there is a whistle blown. Not sure what's going on here. All right, looks like the sun's sneaking back out again. Been one of those days, coming in and out, but a beautiful day here and a great game. Happy to bring it to you, Clifton Live Stream Sports. So Clifton with another fortunate call there with possession, up a goal. Less than 3 minutes to go now, 2:50 left to go in the game. Out to the wing here, Colucci. Colucci out to the wing now, number 13. There's Caden Behan. He has 3 goals. Colucci thinking about it. Straight away, don't give it up, Marek D. Don't do it. Where is it? Ball's on the ground. High Point trying to get it. Who's going to get it? Loose there. Still coming away. And Marek D able to retrieve. Trying to find Colucci. And it's going to be High Point ball now. approaching 2 minutes left to go now in the game. So coming up high, trying to defend, trying to forecheck there is Clifton. Ball along the far touchline, and it's going to be Clifton ball. So good hustle there by Jack Nidzelic, as we are now less than 2 minutes left to go in the game. Clifton holding on to a 1-point lead, trying to hold on to possession here. Jack Nidzelic, nice job. He now presses along the high circle, finds Smith. Smith now behind the net, forced from behind. Smith looking for a teammate, may push out to the wing. Caden Behan's there, but he decides to hold on. Now makes a move. He's defended there by number 14, Patrick Davina. Coming across now, here is Colucci. Ball on the ground. Don't give it up. Colucci's there fighting. Benjamin Smith coming across. There is High Point trying to push it ahead. Who is there now? That could be Behan, and it is. He comes away, loose to Smith. Smith now with time, and what's the call? And it looks like a timeout is called. Timeout called. Clifton in possession. 1:25 left to go here in the game on the timeout. So we are winding down here thanks to Steven Sarzano. It's hard to really get an accurate time clock because of the fact that the clock is in front of us facing the opposite side. But thanks to Steven Sarzano down on the field, keeping score. He now sends me texts, and he's telling me that at this timeout, we have 1:25 left to go. Clifton hanging on to a 10-9 lead. And what a performance by here, the Mustangs, seeking their 7th victory of the season. And certainly with games still to play, hopefully they can get into double digits in terms of victories already with one county victory here this year. So been a fun year. No question they've been ultra competitive. A good example of that here again today. I could hear the guys down at the half certainly not happy with one another and how they played in the first half. They were down 6-3 at the half. Let's remember that, folks. So outscoring High Point 7-3 so far in the second half. So here, the 10-9 lead, 1:25 left to go here on the restart. As Clifton with possession, if they could just hold on and just try to not give the ball back and come away here with the victory. All right, so referees getting themselves in position. Coaches giving instructions on both sides. And now here we go. Caden Behan forced outside. Caden Behan, oh, it looked like he caught it in the midsection. Now timeout called here. Oh, I feel bad there. I don't know if he caught that right in the stomach. It looked like it was a stick check. It was inadvertent. Gabriel Barada Ward, just playing hard. Players are on their knees now. Certainly, you want to make sure that, he's going to be okay. As looks like, yep, it is Caden Behan on the field. Certainly looks like he's going to be all right. Just may have lost his wind. Sometimes that happens. You get like a stick in the gut like that. So luckily he's going to be okay. He's going to shake it off. Not an ultra physical game here on both sides. Both teams played hard. It's been a clean game. Give credit to both student athletes on both sides, right? I mean, certainly great game to be had here. Hopefully you guys are watching. Here now Clifton with about a minute left with possession, up a goal. And Marek D will hold it. Marek D spinning away from a stick check. Marek D looking to see if he can go outside behind the net. Trying to avoid the check of Gabriel Parada Wald. Now finding Massimo Colucci. Colucci, where is it? He can't find it. He spins away, and it looks like High Point does have it. High Point now with Eugene Davina. Eugene Davina still coming around now to the goaltender. And what's the call there? Timeout High Point, they will call timeout as possession was to Vigiano. Vigiano has 10 saves today. So 10 saves credited to Vigiano. We have 15 saves credited to Jacob Percella. And now 50 seconds left to go in the contest. Timeout, High Point, as Coach Mark Russell calls a timeout. They do have possession and enough time possibly to get a shot on goal here and try to even up the score. 50 seconds left to go in this contest. High Point goal scorers: Cole Tiger with 1, Dylan Jenkins 4, Ryder Gervold 3, and Alex Baradas has a goal. Clifton goal scorers: Caden Behan 3 goals, Massimo Colucci has a goal, Marek Dabolowski, he's got 4 goals, and Benjamin Smith 2 goals. All 4 goal scorers, seniors for the Mustangs. 50 seconds left to go in this exciting game, as the last 5 games for High Point certainly coming in with some wins, but here facing a formidable opponent in Clifton, and you got to give credit to Clifton. I mean, finding a way down to 5-1, 6-3 at the half, and playing a really good, solid, really second quarter on, and see if they could find a way to just hang on, if they could get possession back, and everybody getting back into their positions. Referees taking their spots. Sun has come back out. Fans now are cheering, certainly sensing the urgency here, as High Point will take it from their own end. They're going to have to push up quickly with less than a minute to go here in the game, with Gabriel Parada Wald as now checking back in. Looks like Caden Behan will check in. Luckily, he's okay. And here we go, folks. Less than a minute left. Here is Ward. Ward avoiding the check of Smith. Here is Gabriel Parada Ward. Gabriel Parada Ward still chased down. Chased down by Mizelic. Ward there in front. Ward behind. Now sets down to the wing. Gervold coming out straight away to Tiger. Corey Tiger avoiding the check. Corey Tiger, where is it? Loose ball coming around. Less than 30 seconds now. Ball still on the ground. Loose ball comes down to Ryan Gervold. Gervold and shot. Just wide. Where is it? Rebound coming around weak side. Hamilton there. That may end up doing it. As I'm going to give credit to Percella on the save. Looked like he kicked it out, as Gervold had an opportunity. So High Point right to the very end pressing, but give credit to Clifton. They were able to do just enough, as here now with possession. All right, here we go. So High Point does have it. High Point behind the net. High Point! And they score! High Point with the equalizer. Ties the score at 10. As it was Gabriel Parada Wald with the goal. So a late goal given to the Wildcats, as that now ties the score at 10. What a game. What a game. As it looked like there, Clifton did just enough. Percella with his 16th save and goal with 6 seconds left to go win the game. Wow. So 6 seconds were left in the game. Clifton could possibly, with one last push on a whistle. Marek D now. And there is the whistle. So we will have overtime, folks. Goal scored at the end with 6 seconds left to go by Gabriel Parada Ward ties the score. So score 10-10. All right, so both teams down. All right, here we go. Merrick D. Merrick D fighting off the check. Merrick D with space. Merrick D shot. Oh, there it is. I'm sorry. The whistle had blown before. My bad. I thought that was the final whistle, but there it is. So one last chance there for Clifton. Had the chance. But again, score now tied at 10. What a game, as Clifton just were 6 seconds away from victory. Up 10-7 at one point here in the fourth quarter. Give credit to the Wildcats for fighting back, and we'll be back for overtime in a moment, folks. All right, here we go on a reset in overtime. First overtime contest, I believe, for Clifton this year, looking at the score sheets. So, again, a contest with ebbs and flows going both ways, teams with momentum. You had High Point up 5-1 at one point. Then you had Clifton up 10-7 late. Give credit to High Point coming back, and now score tied at 10 here in overtime. So game hanging in the balance. Here is the goal scorer, Parado Ward. Check to the side there by number 12. That is Hamilton. Trying to find Gervold, and that's going to be Clifton ball. So miscommunication there on behalf of the Wildcats. And now here comes Clifton. Here with Zuniga, the senior. Check the pie, trying to find Percella. Nice pass. Now a good swing pass there to the front. That is number 5, Murdoch. Murdoch going right to left. Murdoch trying to find space, avoid the check. Does not want to go out of bounds. Able to stay there. Avoid there the check. And now what is the call? Looks like a timeout. I guess a timeout may be given by Coach Velez. So timeout, Coach Velez, 10-10, overtime. And so both teams getting a chance here to converse, make sure that they're all on the same page in terms of where we are as far as strategy. So what a game here, though, as Clifton and High Point tied at 10. All right, here we go. Let's do a reset here. Sun sneaking out once again. Here with Clifton now with Behan. Caden Behan trying to find Smith. Does find him. Smith avoiding the rush. Smith. Goal! There it is. Benjamin Smith scores the overtime winner. Hat trick for Smith. Gives the victory to Clifton as they come all the way back and victorious here today by a score of 11-10. What a game. What a game between both teams. Give credit to both teams, both student athletes, Hard game fought. Certainly well played. Extremely competitive. Clifton down early, coming back. High Point countering of their own, but with possession, Benjamin Smith with the hat trick. Congratulations to the Mustangs. We will have senior night for you for Clifton boys come Tuesday. Don't forget, we will have flag football for you this evening, so certainly join us if you're at home. Flag football, 7 o'clock tonight. We thank you for joining us tonight. Have a good night, Clifton.